Sangpo and a very warm welcome to Bhutan This Week, and I'm Sharab Sangma. Our top stories for this week. His Holiness the Je Khenpo consecrates the Institute of Language and Culture Studies in Taktse in Trongsa. The Thai government commits 7 million baht towards training Bhutanese during Lin Chen's first official visit to Thailand. The people of Tamji under Khame Geok in Gaza will be recultivating their land destroyed by the flash flood last year. His Holiness the Je Khenpo consecrated the Institute of Language and Cultural Studies in Taktse in Trongsa on Tuesday. The institute is located about 22 kilometers from Trongsa towards Shemgang. The institute offers courses like BA in Language and Literature, Bhutanese and Himalayan Studies, and diploma programs, among others. The institute was previously located at Semtoka in Thimphu. It was shifted to Taktse in 2011. A Namgyal Khansa Chotin built by the students was also inaugurated. The college currently has about 750 students. His Holiness administered Tachak Chung Sumwang to hundreds of people as well. Lin Chen Sringtopke was granted an audience by Princess Jarakittiaba Mahidol on sidelines of Bangkok Dialogue last Friday. Lin Chen also met other senior Thai officials and launched the Bhutan-Thailand Friendship Association in the evening.
Princess Bajarakittiaba Mahidol shared that she was impressed by Lin Chen's statement at the dialogue and that she was looking forward to learning from Lin Chen's experiences. Lin Chen Sringtopke presented Princess Bajarakittiaba Mahidol with a silk kira from eastern Bhutan. The Minister of Justice, Mr. Chai Kasim Nitisiri, also called on Lin Chen as well.
Arrangements that have been provided, but more importantly, with the success.
The Minister for Labour, Mr. Chalrim Yulbramrung, called on Lin Chen in the afternoon. The two talked about areas of cooperation, including the possibility of sending Bhutanese to Thailand to work. Mr. Yubamrung said that the Thai government has kept aside 7 million baht to train Bhutanese. Thai authorities and the ambassador of Bhutan to Thailand are expected to work on the details. Representatives from the Thai Chamber of Commerce also called on Lin Chen yesterday. They discussed a variety of issues and also spoke about partnering with the Bhutan Chamber of Commerce to do business. Representatives from various other sectors were present as well. In the evening, Lin Chen paid homage to the holy remains of Pra Nayansamvara Sangharaja, the late head abbot of Thailand and root teacher of Thai King Bhumibol Adulyadej. Later, Lin Chen and his delegation attended the launching ceremony of Thai-Bhutan Friendship Society. Hundreds of Bhutanese and Thais gathered to celebrate the occasion. The association's first chair is Phailapan Som Batistri. This is the first official visit of a Bhutanese Prime Minister to Thailand. From Bangkok, Thailand, Tenzin Rapki, BBS News.
Prime Minister Sringtopke stated this week that the government will restart the Business Opportunity and Information Center. He shared this at the opening of the Global Entrepreneurship Week in Thimphu on Monday. Lin Chen said the government has kept aside 1.9 billion yultram of the economic stimulus plan's total budget of 5 billion yultram for the Business Opportunity and Information Center.
게데 카치오를 마친 디기 고급 송래기 고급 가다비 유비나 송래기 데 인포메이션 수 나든 수 가다비 유비나 가라 때와 치루 대시 투니디 카체 대시니 때와 치 사고 치나 옆벽 치고 와친 아니 익선알루 대체 송래 삽 우측도는 가다비 주고비나 잡줄 같이 통비나 예감 나와진 탑시전 같이 유비나 디수 대하 권익이 돈달래 익서지나 옆벽 치고 와진 제 나신수 파츠 주몽어가 아니 때와 지날로 지워진 뚝임에 쓰시니.
The people of Tamji under Kamigeok in Gaza will be recultivating the lands that were destroyed by the flash flood in June last year. It had initially been decided that the farmers would be compensated for their damaged land.
Tamji is an agrarian village that grows rice and vegetables. After the flood last year, a team of experts from the Ministry of Agriculture and Forests assessed that the land was not fit for reuse, so the Dzongkhag decided to provide compensation to farmers.
Even if you reuse the land, it would be futile because the land has lost its fertility. Secondly, there is the risk of another flash flood. It makes no sense to farm the same land.
The people of Damji, however, refused compensation. They wanted to keep their own land. Upon royal command of His Majesty the King, the people now have their land realigned and terraced.
The people said they wanted their land back and not compensation, so upon receiving His Majesty's command, their land was realigned and terraced. The Dzongkhag managed the excavator and the fuel was provided by the Gyewe Zimpe's office.
The Damji farmers are of course very happy that they can till their own land again.
His Majesty has given us back our land. We hope to begin farming in a few months' time. We really are thankful to His Majesty.
Irrigation channels and roads that were destroyed by the flood have also been repaired. For Kinsang Tile, Namgizam for BBS News.
11th November this year was a special day for students of Laya Lower Secondary School and Lungo Extended Classroom in Gaza. Besides celebrating the birth anniversary of His Majesty the 4th Trukyalpo, the students also received a jacket each as a gift from His Majesty the King.
On behalf of His Majesty the King, Home Minister Damchu Dorji distributed the jackets to the students. The gift from His Majesty the King immediately brought smiles on their faces. Even teachers, NF instructors and supporting staff received the jackets. Some 200 jackets were distributed to them.
His Majesty the King's gift will encourage students to study well. Also, it will be an encouragement for schools in remote areas where enrollment is declining.
The whole community was elated by the gift. In a cold place like Laya, when a gift comes all the way from His Majesty the King in the form of jackets, what more can they ask? Compiled for Bumpa Wangdi, Tandon Finso BBS News.
The shortage of indigenous traditional medicine has become a concern. This was among the main issues discussed at the Traditional Medicine Conference. The Department of Traditional Medicine Services says the drug shortage is arising partly due to an increase in the number of traditional medicine facilities and also due to a rise in number of people visiting traditional hospitals.
The shortage of indigenous medicine was the main issue discussed at the Traditional Medicine Conference held in Bumtang.
Drug shortage maybe in terms of increasing number of traditional facilities in the country, and then other reason may be more awareness of the patients, and another reason may be the only one pharmaceutical company in the country. Therefore, we would also able to discuss these issues in this conference.
Difficulty in availing medicinal herbs was cited as the main reason for the drug shortage. Drungsokarma Gele said the shortage is severe in Dzongkhaks like Thimphu, Bumtang, Mongar and Paro. During the 3-day conference, other issues relating to traditional medicine services such as cross-referral system, integration of traditional medicines with modern medicines, and expansion and extension of traditional medicine services were discussed. For BBS, this is Komal Kharkar's report from Bumtang.
The 4-week Senior Executive Leadership Program at the Royal Institute for Governance and Strategic Studies in Phinseling concluded earlier this week. The Chief Justice Limpo Sonamdobke graced the closing ceremony on Monday. At the ceremony, the Chief Justice reminded the gathering that serving the nation is not doing a favor but a duty as responsible public servants. 23 senior officials from the government, corporations and armed forces took part in the program. This is the first course provided by the institute since its inception this year. Many more are in pipeline. Bhutan in the last few years has seen several disasters. In order to be better prepared for future disasters, the Department of Disaster Management is building research and rescue teams in all the 20 Dzongkhaks. Representatives from the department were in Gyeonggi recently.
These are the 12 men who will form the search and rescue team of Gyeonggi. They are from the Royal Bhutan Police and Gyeonggi Thomde office. On Saturday, the last day of the training, the team was given practical exercise. The first session focused on search and rescue from the river. In that, they were taught the skills to cross a river in a team and rescuing a person who is being washed away by the river.
This is basically with an objective to develop capacity of the Thomde and local teams to respond to any emergencies that occur within the vicinity of the Thomde jurisdiction or the Dzongkhak.
The second session of the practical training focused on the search and rescue of victims during vehicle accidents. The training began from Phinseling in October. Once the training has been conducted in the Fort Thomde A, it will be conducted in all the 20 Dzongkhaks. Compiled for Phuba, Ishori Gurung, BBS News, Gyeonggi.
People who set up business stalls during the Tashkang Sechu this year went away disappointed. The 4-day Sechu saw several shopkeepers living without profit due to high rental charges for space.
More than 30 businessmen and women from across the country came to set up business stalls during the Tashkang Sechu. Taking advantage of the Sechu's crowd, various stalls like garment, food and gambling were set up. But most of them who have set up stalls were left grumbling over the hiked rental for the space they were given to set up stalls. Many of them are complaining that the hiked rental this year has affected their business.
We are all small shopkeepers here. Big business people do not do this kind of business. We know we have to pay rent, but this year's rent is a bit too much. We are not able to make a profit.
This year the rent high plot ki last year the 2,500 chamchila. This year the plot 4,000.
I came all the way from Paru to do some business here. Since they float the tender to the public, people who had money bit higher this time, and now we have to pay more. Many have already left since they could not afford the rent. It's been 4 days and it is the end of the Sechu, but we could not even recover our rent.
Starting last year, the Dzongkhak administration authorized municipal office to allocate space for the business stalls. The municipal office, through a tender, rented the space to the highest bidder. The highest bidder then rented the space to the people who have come to set up stalls.
Highest bidder 57,000.
Last year, it was just 57,000 as there were fewer bidders. I think from next year on, this will not happen as the municipal authorities will be doing it.
This year, the highest bidder won the bid by paying 182,000 nultrums. Last year, the same bidder paid only 57,000 nultrums. The person who rented the space said he had no other alternatives than to increase the rental this year, since he had to pay huge money to the municipal office. Last year, a 10 square feet of space was rented for only 2,700 nultrums. But this year, the same space has been rented at 4,000 nultrums. Cheche, BBS News, Konglung.
The newly laid artificial turf at Changjiji Football Ground in Thimphu was inaugurated on Thursday. It was inaugurated by the Home Minister Tamche Dorji and the President of Bhutan Football Federation, Ugen Sechap Dorji. The turf will be used mostly for training. The BFF president did, however, share that the public would be allowed to use the turf when there are no trainings happening. The artificial turf, costing $580,000, was funded by FIFA under the FIFA Development Program. That's all for this week, and thank you so much for joining us.